Hello, beautiful, courageous heart. It's Heather here from Confident Solutions, and I am a personal growth and business mentor for overwhelmed heart leaders. So if you are somebody who follows your heart, you're compassionate by nature, you're doing great work in the world, but you are exhausted, or you are feeling confused, or you are unsure of how to move forward in a way that is aligned with your integrity, I'm your gal. I can help you sort out your heart, find solutions, and grow your life or business. Find out more about me below at www.csoul.ca. Grab the eKit Heart SOS eKit, 5 deeper questions to find a solution, or you can book a Find a Solution Clarity call with me. All the info is in the description below. Let's get into it. For today, I wanted to chat about this idea that why can't you just do it on your own? I am somebody who, journals, meditates, I have all the tools in the toolbox, my Reiki training, the meditation training, all of these things. And yet I still need to reach out for help and need to draw on another to offer me their insights or understandings or their toolbox. And it's because there's a big part around we need to be witnessed, we need to be seen, we need to be heard, we need to be validated, because oftentimes we can just sit in our own muck, or we can go, oh yeah, I'm going to go in this direction, and then we go off and we feel distracted, and we don't have somebody focusing us in or holding us to account. And not in a punishing way or limiting way in any sense. It has more to do with being able to go, is that really true for you? Is this coming from a critical voice? Is this coming from a self-compassionate voice? Is this your intuition speaking, or is this your denial or your fear speaking? So, that is the purpose of even having somebody in your life, whether that's a therapist, a friend, a coach, a mentor, a counselor, a group, a support group. The importance of being heard and seen and understood, to know if we're really just sort of coming up with stuff and we go down rabbit holes that aren't necessarily really for our higher good or for our sense of fulfillment, shall we say. So, it's a fine balance, right? When you're working with somebody, you can't listen to, like if we were working together, you can't listen to me 100%, but I will push you. I will say, hey, what about this? Are you sure about this? Well, last time you said this. That is what my role is. And to say, are you working with a pattern that is perhaps, still a pattern of going it alone and being too independent or self-sufficient, or a pattern of, accepting crumbs essentially, and, not necessarily focusing on self-love? Are you in the pattern of overworking, overgiving, overdoing? We sort of need that person to draw us in to, help us see that in ourselves, that we often will just be in our own, I don't even want to call it wounded self, but our trained self, what we've been socialized, and we know it's not working and we can't even see it. It's like our blind spots, and we just need somebody to say, hey, wait a minute. Is this healthy? Is this true? Is this an old pattern? Is this where you want to be or who you want to show up as? And how can you make things satisfying and fulfilling? So, that is my role. And I would encourage you to take a look. I have services, again, link below at the Work With Me, Grow With Me link. But I do have a Heart to Bloom program, which is a return to self-love. And I believe that every decision needs to come from that place first. No one's perfect, but it's like, are we really operating from a place of what is good for our balance? Is this a critical voice talking? How can we come back when we've been in a stress state, to come back to a place where we believe in ourselves, believe in our dreams, believe in our goals, and we can make them from a place of our true self-honoring? And that is the purpose of this program. I have no idea after 3 months how your life is essentially going to look, but I know you'll be more connected to what feels inspiring, what feels deepening, what feels grounded, what feels in the direction of your dreams, where you're overcoming and having the courage and the brevity to move towards what is out of your comfort zone, but is attached to what your soul and your heart has been trying to tell you for a long time. So my job there, again, check out the program, Heart to Bloom. I do have February 15th, the price goes up by another $300. So you have a chance to be able to jump in at the lower rate. You and I can work together for essentially a season, and we can unpack and explore, what what is the effect of some of these stressful dynamics, and how do you come back to yourself, your truth, your confidence, your assertiveness, your inner voice, and really aligning with who you are and what you want. So yeah, that's my speech. You can check it out more and reach out again if you want to just do a little trial with me. Reach out for a Find a Solution clarity call. I'm here, would love to connect with you and to see you grow. All right, talk to you soon.